Five Things You Should Know. I'm Trudi Daniels, about Joe Walsh, who is a kick-ass guitarist, an inspired storyteller, and an inventor, which maybe you didn't know, but he was one of the first guys to observe and then recreate the talk box, which is that synthesized voice box thing that they use in a lot of classic rock songs. His was first, Rocky Mountain Way, and then came Peter Frampton, who Walsh says he taught to use the talk box, and then Peter turned and went out and made billions with it and never actually thanked Joe.
He asked me what I was playing, and I showed him how to use it. So then he went and made $1 billion off it and never even thanked me, the creep.
What a dick move, except Peter Frampton has a totally different story.
The first time I heard a sound like that was on the radio in England at night. The call letters would be
So Gary Graff, the rock and roll insider, told me that he would ring Peter up in his flat in Britain and get the rest of it out of him. And we'll find out next week in 5 Things You Should Know. Def Leppard meets Def Leopards? Yeah, that happened in Arkansas. It was a school for the deaf who had a little excursion to go backstage and meet the rock band, Def Leppard.
I told my grandmother that I'm going to meet the Def Leopards, and she was like, oh my gosh, that was my favorite band when I was young.
So Granny was 13 when she had your mommy? When you cheat on your wife and she's Sharon Osbourne, the entire world hears about what happened between you. It was all aired out on The Talk, her talk show. And Sharon has kicked Ozzy out of the house, or he's kicked her out of the house. We don't really know, but he is supposedly dating his stylist, which makes you wonder, stylist? Who decides whether Ozzy's going to wear this hairstyle or this hairstyle? Airlines beware, because some genius has come up with an end run around you, and it's called Hyperloop. It's the inspiration of the brainiac Elon Musk. What it is, well, think pneumatic tube, the one that you use at the bank when you stuff your checks inside of it and it goes all the way underground to the bank. They actually had one yesterday in the desert, tested it outside of Vegas. They had to crash it in the sand because it didn't have any brakes. It tops out at 750 miles an hour. And again, it was one of Elon Musk's many visions of the future. Musk describes his inspiration as a transportation device that was a cross between an air hockey table and a nail gun. And now we go to India, where the world's oldest mommy lives. She's the oldest woman to give birth, 70 years old. Actually, she is the second Indian woman to give birth at the age of about 70. Her husband is 79, and they've been trying for 49 years. Ew. However, the baby is healthy, or we think so. The great thing is that both the parents and the baby both can't sleep at night, so it's going to work out perfectly.
They said they've been wanting a baby for many years, but they wanted to all be in diapers at the same time. So.
And that's 5 Things You Should Know.